Are you sick of letting other people's views affect how you feel? When people praise you, one minute you feel great, and when they criticize you, you start to question yourself. But what if you could rise above it all and not be harmed at all? The famous warrior Miyamoto Musashi learned how to be mentally strong. He showed us how to stay calm when people admire or criticize us. Watch this video to learn how to break free from the need for approval and build a strong mind. Step 1. Know your own worth. The impact of praise and criticism on individuals is often due to a lack of self-awareness. People often rely on others' opinions to feel good, while criticism makes them feel inadequate. Miyamoto Musashi, a warrior, emphasized that real power comes from knowing oneself, being disciplined, and having faith in one's skills. His book, The Book of Five Rings, emphasizes the importance of focusing on one's own worth rather than external opinions. To build a strong sense of self-worth, one should stop seeking approval from others and instead focus on self-reflection. This involves identifying one's strengths, values, skills, and experiences that make them who they are. By answering these questions, one can understand that their worth is not based on short-term praise or criticism, but rather on actions rather than words. Musashi believed that actions should be used to show one's worth, and he spent his life training and becoming a master of himself. Instead of worrying about others' opinions, one should focus on improving oneself, becoming more disciplined, and strengthening their spirit. This will make one feel confident in their worth, even in the face of criticism and praise. So if one knows their worth, they can overcome the negative influences of others and maintain a strong sense of self-worth. Step 2. See praise and criticism as temporary. It's a big mistake to think that praise and criticism make you who you are. But the truth is that both are short-lived. The next day, people may not like you as much as they did today. If you let what they say about you decide how valuable you are, you will always be controlled by them. The famous samurai Miyamoto Musashi knew this very well. He knew that a warrior had to stay strong and not let other people's views change them. Musashi was strict and kept his distance from people. Although people said nice things about him, he didn't let them convince him to change his mind. Respect the gods and Buddhas, but do not rely on them. This teaches us an important lesson. We shouldn't let outside factors, like other people's opinions, affect how we see ourselves. No matter what other people say about you, it doesn't change who you are. Take a look. People used to make fun of some of the most important people in history. Leaders, pioneers, and people with big ideas have all been criticized before their brilliance was recognized. In the same way, many people who were praised in the past are now forgotten. The way the world judges things is always changing. If praise makes you feel good about yourself, you will fall apart when it stops. You will never grow or take risks if you are afraid of being judged. How can you stop letting these ups and downs bother you? First, remind yourself that most of the time, people's opinions are not based on objective facts, but on their own feelings, biases, and experiences. The things they say about you aren't really about you. Second, stop focusing on approval from other people and start focusing on your own security. Think about it. Are my values still important to me? Am I getting better and bigger every day? Am I focused on my own path instead of what other people think? When you think this way, you stop being affected by the ups and downs of praise and disapproval. Now, praise won't make you feel good about yourself, and criticism won't make you feel down. You will stay grounded, like Musashi. You will stay cool, focused, and unaffected by the world's changes in opinion. Step 3. Detach emotionally from opinions. What other people say about them usually makes most people feel something. One praise can make them feel good about themselves, while one harsh criticism can break their confidence. Being too attached to your views is a sign of weakness. Giving someone else's words power over your mind means letting them decide how you feel. The great fighter Miyamoto Musashi knew this very well. He thought that a real warrior stays cool and unaffected by what other people think. Musashi's ideas were based on being separate from things. Do not let yourself be led by the feeling of lust or love, he wrote. As much as he was talking about feelings in general, this is also true for how we deal with praise and criticism. As soon as you stop caring about what other people say, you take back control of your feelings and choices. You no longer respond quickly to compliments or snide comments. Instead, you stay calm, focused, and able to think clearly. Keeping your feelings out of your views doesn't mean you should ignore feedback. It means thinking about it clearly and not letting it change how you feel about your own worth. How to do it? Don't respond right away when someone compliments or attacks you. Take a deep breath and tell yourself that what they said is just their opinion and not the truth. Do you trust the person giving you feedback? Do they speak from knowledge or emotion? If you don't trust them, what they say shouldn't mean much. Take an unbiased look at the comments. Use it to grow if it's true. If it's not, throw it away without getting upset about it. Focus on your beliefs and goals instead of what other people think. Don't change your beliefs based on what other people think. Musashi did not let what other people thought of him affect him. He was very strict about staying on his own road. You don't need to be validated when you mentally separate yourself from praise and criticism. You feel calm, strong, and clear inside. There is no view that can change this state, whether it is good or bad. Step 4. Avoid seeking validation. People are affected by praise and criticism because they want to feel like they are doing something right. They need to be seen, liked, and respected. To feel worthy, they're always looking for support from other people. But being so dependent on approval is a weakness because it leaves you open to what other people think. Miyamoto Musashi knew that a real fighter doesn't need to be liked. He does what needs to be done, no matter what other people say about him. When he won, Musashi never tried to get credit for it. He fought to master himself, not to show off to other people. Think little of yourself and much of the world, he wrote. This means you shouldn't worry too much about how other people see you. Instead, pay attention to your path, your growth, and your mission. You are no longer under the power of other people when you stop looking for approval. How then can you stop needing approval? Though praise is nice, it doesn't last. If you count on it, you will always be after it, which will lock you up in the opinions of other people. Learn to recognize yourself instead of waiting for other people to do it for you. You should set goals, reach them, and be proud of your success. Have faith in your own decision. People often tell us we have to fit in, but being truly strong means going your own way. Don't be afraid of what other people will think of you if you are yourself. Musashi had his own rules, and he never asked for permission to be great. You become unshakable when you stop looking for approval and start believing in yourself. No amount of praise or criticism can break your spirit. Step 5. Respond with gratitude, not emotion. Most people feel something when they are praised or criticized. People are proud when someone praises them, and they want more praise. When someone attacks them, it makes them angry, hurt, or afraid. This emotional response makes people unstable because it lets outside views decide how they feel. But Miyamoto Musashi shows us a different way. Don't react strongly. Instead, be thankful and stay calm. Musashi knew that a fighter had to always be in charge of his thoughts. He wrote, "Pick and choose nothing and anything." Asterisk, this means that you don't care about either praise or criticism. No matter what someone says about you, whether they like you or not, you should feel the same inside. To do this, one of the best things you can do is to show thanks instead of emotion. Don't let compliments make you feel better about yourself. Instead, be humble and thankful as you recognize what they said. Say thank you, that's very kind, but don't think about it too much. If you count on praise too much, you will start to crave it, which will make you dependent on other people's approval. Keep your attention on your growth and goal instead. Don't take it personally when someone says bad things about you. Instead, look at it as a chance to learn. Be cool and thankful when someone criticizes you, even if they are being unfair. You can say, "Thank you for your feedback," and then go on with your day. If the feedback is fair, learn from it and do better next time. If it is wrong or meant to hurt you, don't let it bother you. Ignore it and keep going. Take a deep breath before you answer those who praise or criticize you. Ask yourself, is this important enough to make me feel this way? Respond with a simple thank you, whether the message is good or bad. This keeps you grounded and stops you from reacting too strongly. Use comments to help you get better instead of getting caught up in praise or criticism. Keep going. Musashi never let what other people thought affect him. He stayed steady, calm, and focused on what he had to do. You can build the same kind of strength by reacting with gratitude instead of emotion. Praise won't make you cocky, and criticism won't make you feel weak. You stay calm, sure of yourself, and unaffected. Step 6. Stay focused on your mission. People's views can take our attention away from what's important in life. It is easy to get off track when we get praise or criticism. It's easy to lose sight of our true goal. But if you don't want to be affected by what other people say, you need to keep your eyes on your goal. As a man who never wavered, Miyamoto Musashi knew how important it was to stay focused on one goal. He had one clear goal in life: to become a great warrior and learn the art of swordsmanship. His life wasn't based on what other people thought. It was based on his goal. It was written by Musashi. The way is in training. This means that the only way to be successful is to work hard toward your goals over and over again. You are going off track if you let praise and criticism take your attention away. No matter what other people say, your goal should be the only thing that keeps you moving forward. How can you keep your mind on your goal? Make sure you know why you do what you do. What is your main goal? Knowing your reason will help you stay grounded, whether it's to grow as a person, reach a career goal, or make a difference in the world. Praise and judgment take away from the main point. When someone compliments you, be thankful but keep going with your plan. Do not let criticism stop you when it comes from someone. Just get your attention back on what's important. Focus on your progress instead of looking for approval from other people. How close are you to your goal? Are you getting better every day? These are the tests that really matter. Musashi didn't become a master overnight. He worked hard for years to get better at what he did. You will stay on track no matter what other people say if you commit to taking regular steps toward your goal. You are aligned with purpose when you stay focused on your goal. It doesn't matter what people say or do to you now. Your focus is on something much more important. Like Musashi, you will stay strong and not give up. You will build your life around pursuing your goals and leave all other things behind. Step 7. Surround yourself with grounded people. Having solid, wise, and stable people around you can have a big effect on how you react to praise and criticism. Spending time with people who need to be validated or who get upset over other people's opinions can change how you act. So, choosing to be around grounded, wise, and stable people can make a setting that helps your mental and emotional strength. As a man who thought a lot and was very disciplined, Miyamoto Musashi felt that you should be picky about the people you hang out with and learn different ways to get into the spirit of the warrior. Find mentally stable people with a clear sense of purpose if you want to make and keep these kinds of relationships. Stay away from people who are always looking for approval, spreading rumors, or dwelling on what other people think, because their unstable emotions can make them act out. Instead, find people whose goals and values are similar to yours. They can help you stay on track and remember what's important. Being a steadying force for those around you can make the world a better place for everyone. By surrounding yourself with grounded, purpose-driven people, you create a positive feedback loop that makes it less likely that short-term praise or harsh criticism will change your mind. As long as you create a setting that makes you stronger, the opinions of other people won't change you.